Weeknights at 6:30. Watch Fox 43.
Season's greetings from Fox 43.
This is the place where champions are crowned and dreams come true. You're watching Fox Sports. Ho, 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 ho. 'Tis the day after Christmas, and I hope Santa got you everything you ever. Oh, sorry, kids. But cheer up, because it's the NFL on Fox.
Break it up more. We're close to home now.
St. Nick got St. Louis home field advantage. And even if you don't believe in Santa, you gotta believe in the Rams. The NFC's top seed tackles the Bears. This one's got the league's top gun, Randy Moss. And today's top billing, the Vikings size up the Giants in what amounts to a regular season playoff game. Carolina's got the Steelers, and the story here is the Panthers. Stevie B and the boys are jingling all the way back into the playoff race. There are 2 A games in the AFC. The West can be won when the Chiefs see the Seahawks. Meanwhile, the Jags can win the Central if they beat the Titans. Oh, no. Look at this. The Cardinals and Falcons got cold for Christmas. No worries. The snake is still alive, and he's still deadly. Later today, it's the Battle of the Bays, as Warren looks to sap Brett's mojo and put a serious dent in the Pack's playoff hopes. Meanwhile, if the Bucks win, their gift is the playoffs.
They always won.
Folks, if you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas, not to worry, because today the NFL on Fox delivers. The Vikings, Giants, Panthers, Packers, and Bucks will all battle it out for playoff spots, while 20 teams are still vying for football's ultimate gift, that being a Lombardi Trophy. High drama, high pressure right here on Fox. And as we wish you happy holidays, let me tell you, we got literally thousands of phone calls about these dolls. You can log on to foxsports.com tomorrow and get it. But Bradshaw, folks wanted to know if mine came with the pants down. Why do you do that?
Hey, did you put my pants down? Did you put my pants down? Did you put my pants down?
So you feeling all right? You got a lot of rest yesterday, huh?
I'm just coming back to being my old normal.
That's what happens, folks, when you lock yourself in your apartment for a few days by yourself.
Hey,
with your kids,
with my kids.
Did you apologize to Santa, by the way?
I got more people in the airport on the way home going, doing the Santa, man. You tackled Santa. But that was not really Santa. See, that was a pretend. That was Jimmy Kimmel. That's why I
kicked his butt, too.
I got him pretty good, didn't I? Thank you, man.
Look at it. Boy, a lot of love here today. All right, folks. The playoff race is red hot, so let's check out the playoff picture. And we start in the AFC, where the Colts have clinched the East. The Jaguars are in the playoffs and can clinch the Central with the win today in Tennessee, while the Chiefs can clinch the West by beating Seattle. In the wild card race, the Titans are in. Right now, the last 2 spots come from the East. The Bills and Dolphins control their own fate. The Seahawks are still alive, and the Raiders and Ravens need an awful lot of help. Over in the NFC, the division leaders are the Rams, Bucks, and Redskins. Now, if Tampa Bay beats Green Bay today, they're in, while Washington simply needs to win 1 more to wrap up the East. In the wild card race, it is indeed hairy, folks. 8 teams are battling it out for just 3 spots. The Lions hurt their chances with their loss yesterday, and even though the Packers are in right now, in reality, the Vikings and Giants control their destiny. Which leads us to today's scrapple in the Big Apple between the Vikings and the Giants. A Minnesota win coupled with a Green Bay or Carolina loss gets them in the playoffs. And if the Giants win their last 2 games, they get in as well. It is indeed a giant game. And Sam Rosen kicks off our Fox Watch, and with more from the Meadowlands. Hello, Sam.
Hello, JB, and happy holidays to you and the guys in the studio. Here in the New York metropolitan area, it's a cold day. Weather could be a factor as the indoor team, the Vikings, come outdoors to meet the Giants. The Vikings will have Cris Carter back in the lineup, and he should be a lot better than last week when he played only one quarter. They will throw the ball to him today. For the Giants, their #1 center, Brian Williams, will be in uniform as he comes back from a knee injury, but he will not start. Derek Englert gets the start there. Big factor in the game today. Can the Giants secondary control the passing offense of the Vikings? Can those corners control Pro Bowler Randy Moss? The Giants Pro Bowler Michael Strahan needs to have a big day. Lots of Pro Bowlers in St. Louis. Let's go to Kenny Albert.
Thank you. Thanks, Sam. The Rams clinched home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs last week, but head coach Dick Vermeil does not want his team to lose their rhythm, so the starters will see significant playing time today against the Bears, including quarterback Curt Warner, who leads the NFL in touchdown passes, passing yards, completion percentage, and quarterback rating. Now, on the other side, Chicago still mathematically alive for the playoffs, albeit barely. Wide receiver Marcus Robinson, the leading receiver in the NFC in terms of yardage, has a chance to set a team record here today. That's the story from St. Louis. Now to Pittsburgh and Ray Bentley.
Thanks, Kenny. Here in Pittsburgh, the Steelers would like to be the spoilers as they host the Carolina Panthers. Now, the Panthers have won 4 of their last 5. They are 7-7, and they are in the thick of the NFC wild card race. The key for them is the New York Giants. 1 loss or tie by the Giants in the remaining 2 games. Carolina controls their own destiny with wins today and next week at home against New Orleans. They would be in the playoffs. Now, one great story for Carolina is their quarterback, Steve Berline. He is tied an NFL record by making his first Pro Bowl in his 13th season. Just a few weeks ago, there was talk of replacing him, but now he's the king, and it's good to be the king. Let's head to Atlanta and Curt Menefee.
Thanks, Ray. The Arizona Cardinals come into the Georgia Dome happy that they're still alive in the NFC playoff hunt, but disappointed about their lack of players in the Pro Bowl. Cornerback Aeneas Williams will make his 6th start in Hawaii, although Simeon Rice will not be there, despite the fact he has 14.5 sacks, second in the National Football League. He plans to take it out on the Falcons today, who will be without starting center Robbie Toback. They do get Tim Dwight and Chris Chandler back, however. You may remember that Chandler was a quarterback in Hawaii last year when the Falcons had 6 representatives in the Pro Bowl. This year, they have none, which I think is the same number of appearances Chris Collinsworth made. Right, JB?
All right, Curt, way to give him a little plug there, buddy. Later in the second half of our Fox doubleheader, most of you will get the Battle of the Bays. Tampa Bay can clinch a playoff berth with the victory at home over Green Bay. Coverage begins at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific right here. Almost 2 years to the day tomorrow, Chris, that the Giants lost to the Vikes in the Meadowlands. Do you think it'll be any different today?
Well, if Jeff George has a big game, then I think it will be. You know, let's face it, Jeff George has had a tremendous year, 6-2 record. Maybe more importantly, he's kept his mouth shut the entire year. But this is the type of game in the past during the course of his career that he hasn't been able to get it done. Big game on the road.
What are you trying to say?
Playoffs in the road. I'm just talking a little history here, just a little history. A win for Jeff George today, and all those ghosts of Christmas past go away. But if they lose, it's Halloween all over again.
You know, this is just another big game for a team that's right on the edge of not making the playoffs. Minnesota, saw John Madden had the game the other day and talking about Dallas and not realizing the impact of a big football game. You control your own destiny. A lot of teams are mired in that 9-7, 10-5, whatever. Whatever the record might be, there's a sense of urgency that should be about a football team. But there's not. Why? I don't know. The 2 teams right now that are impressing me, the Jets and the Broncos. Bill Parcells and Mike Shanahan doing as good a job of coaching as they've ever done with teams that are, guess what, out of it.
Well, it's control your own destiny today, right? With all these, and nobody wants to control their own destiny. I follow these Giants, I follow the Vikings, and Jeff George has had a great year.
Great year.
Exactly right. But look at what the Giants have done. They played the Colts down there, that wide offense lost. They played St. Louis, they got beat. Played Washington twice, they got beat. Now they got the Vikings coming in with Cris Carter's going to play. Well, they better help their corners, roll them up, help them out. Tight ends and backs could be really a big, important role today for the Giants. I think the Giants win this game. Don't you guys?
I do.
What do you think?
I think the Giants win this game.
Giants lose. Carolina is controlling their own destiny.
Just pick a game. I thought let's control your own destiny.
Giants are not a good football team.
You know, TB, you said that.
Oh, wait a minute. We got some news right here.
That's headline.
They're not.
Wow.
I mean, let's I like their defense, but they're not a good
You
football
said that like it hurt you. Say it proudly. Jeff George is having a what?
He's having a very...
All right, Christmas is over, but our Christmas carolers are still singing. It's time to belt out what else is on tap.
Coming up on the one and only Fox NFL Sunday. We've got a lot of things in store, so return those gifts another day. They're the toughest, play the roughest, and the nicest of the best. It's a special Howie Long Shot. It's Millennium Edition. Another guy who's really tough is Warren the Tampa Bay Bucks. He's back for the lead and looking for more to go against the Packers and the Colts. Both the teams are coming on top. We'll take a look at the battle of the Bay. In the AFC, the Jaguars are born. With every team that give them their only loss. We'll preview the match that's a must-see. Jacksonville, so sit back and enjoy it all. Cause an AFC football's better than them all. Coming up on Fox NFL Sunday.
And the snow emergency is still in effect. In other news, the market rebounded today.
Ooh, the market. Gene, buy one of them tech stocks. Take it off.
No, invest in pork belly.
No! Dump your money in plastics. While you're buying things, why don't you buy me some legs?
It's time for E-Trade. Sign up in December and get a $100 holiday bonus.
I'd like my spleen back, too. I don't know where it is.
The new Boxster S. Even heaven has its moments of hell.
Fox Sports News Primetime wraps up all the day's NFL action. All the scores, all the highlights. It makes me wish I could play football, but I can't. My Pee-wee coach said I was a Nancy boy, and the kids gave me wedgies. And now all I want is for someone to hold me and make me feel special. As special as Fox Sports News Primetime's NFL coverage. Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by E-Trade, the #1 place to invest online. By Porsche. By Visa, the preferred card of the NFL in Super Bowl 34. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be. And by National Car Rental. So what are you waiting for? Let's go.
And welcome back to our holiday edition of Fox NFL Sunday here in Studio 2A. All right, folks, in case you missed it, Santa Claus paid a visit to our studio here on Friday, and lo and behold, Santa Claus turned out to be Jimmy Kimmel, our football heckler. I mean, our forecaster. Everyone, it did in fact startle everyone, including my guy Terry up here. But now, after a perfect 5-0 week, another guy is in for a shocking surprise.
D-I-C-C-R-Y! Jimmy, that's our cry!
Ho, ho, ho. All right, so you all saw the incident this week. Not with me in the Santa outfit. I'm talking about the incident. You've probably seen it 1,000 times, but let's make it 1,001, just so everybody's up to speed. That was Orlando Zeus Brown of the Browns retaliating against an official who accidentally threw a penalty flag in his eye, and not exactly the spirit of Christmas. Now, what you might not have seen was his teammate, Corey Fuller, on the incident.
What if Zeus blinded his right eye? Then what? Who's going to be accountable for the actions of that flag? Who's held at fault for that flag?
That may be the stupidest thing I ever heard. Who's accountable for the actions of the flag? I don't know, Betsy Ross? I mean, I understand defending your teammate, but does he really think the referee did this on purpose? It was a freak accident. The odds of that happening are about the same as someone swallowing the coin during the toss. See, that's what's wrong with this country. There's no accidents anymore. Somebody has to be responsible for everything that happens. Like, check this out. I got this for Christmas. Stun gun, right? Now, if I were to, like, trip forward accidentally stun the cameraman? Suddenly it's my fault. I'm responsible. It's ridiculous. All right, let's get back to what's right with this country, and that's my football picks. 5-0 last week, Cinco de Mayo, and no signs of slowing down. This week, I will take Minnesota over the Giants, take the Skins to slam San Francisco, the Bucks to bounce back on the Pack, and I've nailed 3 upset picks in a row. Number 4 will be the Chargers taking the wind out of the Raiders' sails. Let me recap for you. Vikings, Redskins, Buccaneers, and Chargers. Hey, Spooner, camera guy, I got a trivia question for you. What's the Chargers team logo?
Lightning bolt!
Yes, a lightning bolt. Dumber than Corey Fuller. I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and those are my picks.
You know, I have acknowledged that Jimmy Kimmel is my son, but what's the deal with that grammar up there on the hat? Why he 5-0?
He didn't get into Harvard, did he? He went to Florida.
Big time.
You're talking about went to Florida. Yeah. Instead of that academic institution, Villanova.
Hey, the Harvard of the South is...
And Jimmy, I guess that Dallas pick doesn't count for last week. That counts for this week.
Oh, that's funny, man.
You were obviously wrong about that one.
All right, folks. If you think that you can pick games better than Jimmy, and I'm sure a lot of you think that way, just log on to foxsports.com, click over to Pro Picks, and prove it. Meanwhile, the Jaguars and Titans are looking to prove who's best in the AFC Central. We'll preview that game and all the AFC games coming up right after this.
National Car Rental welcomes you and your family to a magical experience. The year-long Walt Disney World Millennium Celebration. And as the official car rental company of the Walt Disney World Resort, National gets you to this unforgettable celebration fast. Don't miss this momentous occasion and all the memories that go with it. Let's go to the Walt Disney World Millennium Celebration with National Car Rental.
I'm Mark John Jeffries for People PC. Many people wonder how good a computer People PC can possibly offer for just $24.95 a month, along with unlimited internet access, in-home service, and great deals. Is a People PC computer a no-name piece of free-world junk? No, my friend, it is not. It's the brand you know with all the power you need to send emails, manage your finances, and play important new video games. I hope this clears up any ambiguity.
Introducing the Sprint PCS wireless web phone by Motorola. The power of the internet is in your hand.
Family Guy is back with an all-new Millennium Special.
This is how I wanted to enter the new millennium, dressed like a gay Neil Armstrong.
This may be the last event you'll ever see.
Game over, man! Game over!
So ring in the apocalypse with style.
Oh, geez. Well, one of us is going to have to change.
The all-new Family Guy Special after The Simpsons, tonight on Fox.
There is a time for action and a time for adventure. That time is now. Toyotathon 2000. Hurry to this blockbuster event for great Toyota values. Your ride to the new millennium is here. Are you ready to go? Come check out Toyota's all-new full-size Tundra, just named Motor Trend Magazine's Truck of the Year. Get to Toyotathon 2000, now playing exclusively at your Toyota dealer.
It happens once a year. S&K Menswear's winter clearance sale with hundreds of fine quality suits like these at 2 for under $200. 100% wool designer suits for less than $200. Hundreds of handsome winter sport coats for $89.97. Dress shirts from $19.95. Pure silk ties for less than $15. And winter sportswear and outerwear reduced 20 to 50%. Don't miss the winter clearance sale going on now at S&K. We're America's men's store.
Lynn Haven, Janif, Greenbrier, Hilltop, Chesapeake, Pembroke, Patrick Henry, and Coliseum.
During the past 100 years, Ford's made automotive history countless times. And to bring the 20th century to a close, we're doing it again. Presenting 20th century clearance at your neighborhood Ford store. Now's the time to get into a new Ford car or truck. With clearance financing as low as 0.9 or cash back up to $1,500. Take advantage of some of the best deals of the century. Get to your neighborhood Ford store today, because when 20th century clearance ends, it's history.
Don't lose Allie McBeal. Call 1-877-KEEP-FOX.
Chris Collinsworth was saying 3 weeks ago that this guy, Steve Berline, should make the Pro Bowl. Well, someone was listening. Berline was selected to his first Pro Bowl this week, and now the so-called journeyman quarterback will journey to Hawaii after the season. And Chris did say that, did he not?
No,
he didn't say that?
I said it. He got credit for it, but I said it.
All right. You're the network. We know that as we welcome you back to Fox NFL Sunday. Many experts are picking the Rams and Jaguars to go to the Super Bowl this year. But guess what, folks? There's one club that's beaten them both. They are the 11-3 Tennessee Titans, and today, with the AFC Central title on the line, it's the Jaguars seeking titanic revenge for their only loss.
It's going to be 3rd and...
Oh, we're getting started right away, aren't we?
Okay, maybe later. Why don't we just see what has happened since? Today, AFC Central takes center stage.
We're right now playing to secure a home field playoff game.
We have a chance to win the division. We have a chance to stay in the position of the winning most team in the National Football League.
If we're in fact fortunate to win this ball game, then I think things change and the pressure's put on them.
We do want to put a stamp on that, you know, we are for real, because there are questions looming around here as far as the media is concerned. Is this team for real?
George has been held in check recently by the Jag run defense, but this time